Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for joining the first development meeting for CloudNativePG. So, I can start. Thanks for joining, and we'll start, with the agenda for today. So, I wanted to show you. The first item, I brought it up. So I want to show what we set up for now with the board. So we're going to use massively GitHub. Okay, so most of us come from EDB. Before we were using internally Jira. Now that the project has been open sourced, we are moving. We are moving our collaboration activities in GitHub. Okay, so here I created these two projects. By the way, this is all experimenting. Okay, so if you think that there are better ways, let's always chat about them in the Slack channel. For example, Jonathan and and a few of you wanted an additional step in the board. So Jonathan added the analysis and I think a second review as well. So anyway, so this is projects. We are using project beta, and there's this is the roadmap that I pretty much put what we had already, thought for this project at EDB here. And then we will use these to guide us. This is like the vision, or like the major things that we want to work on. And you feel free to add ideas. Normally these are PostgreSQL guided, but for example, there's one about security. In any case, these are the epics. Okay, that we should talk about also in these meetings. For example, I know that we are working on this epic, which is the offline data import. So this is currently the major thing we're working on, and then we can decide on which other major thing to work in the next iteration. Okay, so this is the first project, and this other one is pretty much the Kanban board for all the issues that are associated to a repository. This is how GitHub projects works. So if the issues, the task in the roadmap that are associated to a repository immediately become an issue in that project. Okay, so it's possible to customize these views. So, for example, this is for this quarter. So these are the things we should be working, if possible, in this quarter. And these are all the work, all the work items that have been created. So they're pretty much issues in the repository. Anyway, this is, just an overview of the boards. And one of them is also, so the roadmap, let's see it as an umbrella kind of thing. Okay, so the roadmap might involve, it's across projects. Okay, but for example, our main repository, which is CloudNativePG, has one project associated, and that's the board. I don't know if you've noticed, but when you create an issue, so let's say here you create an issue, you can select on which board to make it appear. Okay, so I think we should at least, normally we should work on the development stuff. Okay, so if you come with better names, that's fine. Okay, of this project, but this is what I thought about using. And so that if you, when you create an issue and you associate that to the project, it's immediately displayed here. Okay. So yeah, that's it. I mean, this is the board. So I don't know if you guys want to, if somebody wants to talk about what's been done and what we're working on. Usually, I mean, these being a Kanban board, we try and work from the left, from the right side, and we start, you know, we go, as you know, to the left. We move to the left. So I leave, you know. So my first topic is completed. I don't know, any questions, any comments on the boards, on GitHub projects?
On the personal side, I think that the second review and the analysis looks good now. I don't know if everyone thinks the same, or we should, at least we should try it. Not everyone thinks.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we can always remove them. So, okay, good.
What I was wondering is that we solved the problem about Slack and ADB on the login. Do anyone had
On
issues?
Slack?
Yeah, because yesterday someone raised issues about Slack and login. When you need to register, you were forced to use the enterprise DB.
I added that to the agenda, Michael. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let's start. I don't know. Anyone who wants to talk about the things we closed?
Yeah, there was the ad. Thank you for merging the ad code QL. I was very happy to have it there now. The only issue that is that now the pull request will take a little bit longer to pass the test because code QL takes longer, but it should work really fine.
Okay. Don't we have a commit for this?
Yeah, it is. You need to click on that, then click on opening new tab.
You can also click on show fields on the right side.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
exactly,
yeah,
show
also.
all fields.
Okay.
Okay, link pull request. Okay.
Also, sorry, I'm
This
trying
is-
to get used again. It's changed so much since, you know, we used to work with GitHub at Barman time, you know, so. Okay, good, awesome. Yeah, thanks. Okay. This one, I know, Leo, do you want to mention why we were chatting about this morning?
Yeah, basically.
No, Leo, you're off.
Cannot hear you, Leo.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. No, we can't hear you now.
No,
I think there's a problem with the headset.
That's okay. We'll go back here once you've sorted the issues. Okay. So let's go here maybe. Unless, yeah.
We can go there. I just need an approval from a maintainer for this.
Okay, no problem. Just send that to me and
Where's mine?
it's just yeah, it's easier to write name.
Yeah, okay.
Is that what I should do in the event that I do need a maintainer? Is just assign it to one of you guys or ask in the Slack, I guess?
Yep.
I think it's important to disengage. Yeah, explicit, disengagement is probably, yeah, right. Okay, so
Okay.
this is, okay. Okay, good. This is a good thing. Then this is something that, again, was brought up by a customer from EDB. And I think now we are now okay to open up for customizations of the archive timeout. Okay. So anyway.
Yeah, this part is really quick and easy. So just it's missing just a second review.
Yeah, so if somebody wants to take it, yeah, it
would be great.
You can assign it to me if you want.
Yeah, it's just okay. Okay, good. Then first review. I don't know, who wants to talk about this? Shall we start from 55?
Oh, yeah, I can speak about that. This is an effort to make the usage of certificates for the API server more robust. So Armando did the original, the code. Basically, what we are doing now is avoid dumping manually the certificates in the pod. We are mounting the secrets directly. So Kubernetes will notify the kubelet, and the secret will be always up to date. Otherwise, it was very difficult to extract the updated secrets in the non-leader instance in case there are more than one operators. In this way, it's Kubernetes that is doing all the work for us.
Yeah, I think it's important to say that this issue applies only if you have if you deploy the operator with more than one pod.
Yeah, exactly.
If you just use the deployment we propose in the release manifest, everything will look fine.
Yeah, well, how some users, or I mean some customers actually asked us to do that.
Yes.
Okay.
So on this one, Jonathan has a fix for the issue where two different backups are, two different restores are trying to restore into the same bucket, or one is trying to restore into a non-empty bucket. Code looks good. I've taken it back. I'm returning it a little bit because I think it would be easy to add an end-to-end test. We already have a suite of end-to-end tests for backup and restore. I think another it node should be easy to add. So hope to do that today, tomorrow. Oh, sorry, before we move on, Gabriela, you were mentioning at the beginning the discussion on the dashboard. I'm going to have to leave for the doctor in about 10 minutes. So in case we want to discuss before, or otherwise I have an idea.
No, we can talk. Yeah, we can talk. Yeah, maybe we can add it to the next agenda, or, we can talk in the chat, maybe. Yeah.
Great.
So thanks. Okay. Or if we have time, but if you're leaving, yeah. Okay, good. And this is waiting for. Okay, this is the limitation that we had.
Yeah.
Right, Philippe.
Yeah, it's removing some limitations we were having with the fencing. It's pushing down the condition we were before only checking a little bit too early in the reconciliation loop. So it's allowing switchovers, it's allowing many things that before we were not allowing.
Yeah, because
Basically,
we were preventing, if there was one instance fenced in the cluster, we were preventing all these operations.
Now if you are fencing an instance, only that instance is disabled and the rest of the cluster works. And we plan with Leo to review together this as soon as we can, because it's a beautiful thing to have in the next release. So yeah,
if you have any doubt, ping me. I can join.
Okay.
Okay. This is to make. I don't know, Michael. Do you wanna?
Yeah. Okay. I can explain. The root issue here is that when you restore a backup, the resulting cluster doesn't have any way to specify the application backup and the application user, and also to change the application user password.
The application database.
Yeah, the application database and the application user.
Yeah.
And so Tao implemented the missing setting in the PG-based backup and in the recovery sections, but currently
this changelog is not up to date. There's been I did a refactor on the internal repository, and it hasn't been put onto this yet, just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah, this should be in the public one. Once the open sourced, we should.
The issue was started.
An EDB ticket for Marco to freeze the old.
Yeah, I'm working on that. We need to move everything that is still ongoing on the public repo. Yeah, but the issue here is more about the API, because the Tao was wanted to move the new settings inside an object and add that object as an optional field in the restore and the PG-based backup. So we had this discussion about if it is the right thing to do, and yeah, given that we are changing the API, I would like to speak with other people to decide that the final shape this API will have, and to finish this, because the code is there. With the refactor of John is even clearer, but we need to decide exactly what we want in there.
So basically, we are talking about these two fields that are in the initdb bootstrap.
Three fields. The secret
and the secret. Sorry. Yeah.
Yes. The problem is if you put these three fields unconditionally in PG-based backup and recover, then you cannot have the current behavior anymore. And
I mean, the current behavior is wrong.
Yeah, you can use the you can use the Postgres secret to manage whatever you want, and that could be fine for some user. So
no, because there's a bug to me, because if you in the original one you had changed the application database,
and the application database is not used for anything beside the monitoring, but you can point the monitoring.
Yeah, I know,
to
but
whatever
it's not. It's. I mean, you don't have the symmetric behavior between initdb and recovery and also PG-based backup. So I think it's a bug, and we should, we should add those fields, and then say that this was a bug, and
Otherwise we could create like we did for the Postgres secret. We could create a field in the root and populate automatically in the webhook and converge to use only one place for that information. But
no, but this is, I mean, don't forget we will have to do version 2 of the API. So there's, I mean, there's a few other fields that we have decided in the past to just add new fields, because then we will refactor later, you know. That's what I think, you know, but I don't know what others think we should do. I wouldn't worry, you know, if now, you know,
the problem is it's really easy to make the wrong thing, because you are using a field inside an init part that should only affect the init to drive something that is always running, like the reconciliation of password and the application user. So
yeah, but I know, we know that, I mean, that would be a problem anyway. And until we've got global objects management, like users, roles, and databases in a declarative way, we cannot. Yeah.
I don't think that the things are necessarily related, because the AppDB is somewhat special, and the app user is special. So we can decide to have that field in the root, and that will probably simplify the interface, and we can migrate on that by deprecating the old fields and continue to use the one in initDB. And
yeah, but this is, I mean, I hope you understand, this is a massive change in terms of usability, whereas I think this is more a patch, I mean, to fix something that now is broken.
It's a patch. It's a patch, you're right, but
that doesn't prevent you from doing that after, you know.
Yeah, after you have to deprecate 6 fields, no, exactly, 9 fields instead of 3. So it's well, we can discuss it out of this meeting if you want.
Marco, I think you should start looking at the John refactor, because there's a lot of changes in the refactor to the API too. So we shall discuss that refactor. Probably, John, you should push your changes to that branch that's now created.
Yes, I should. I didn't realize he had already opened this on CMPG. So.
Okay. So this one here, I should move it to waiting for first review. And
no, I did the first review, so it's waiting for the second review.
Yeah, okay, you move it because this is full. Okay, so yeah, I wrote just, you know, at least we've got as, you know, a stub of yeah, I forgot to mention issue 75 in the commit message. Yeah, anyway, please add issue 70, close 75, Michael, in the commit message. Okay, so then why did I go here? Okay, camera. So okay, analysis, replication slots. Why? I mean,
yeah, this one is a lot of fun. It's kind of quite easy to set a replication slot on Postgres, but I'm still reading the documentation, PostgreSQL documentation. If someone else has something else besides the official documentation of Postgres, it would be great to share it, please.
I think Marco had already a prototype for these.
Yes.
for the replication nodes.
Yeah,
Really?
I have a prototype, and I just need half a day to put it in the main code to be. I implemented it as a separate executable just to see if it works, and well, I can move the implementation in the code base, and then we can experiment with it. We can.
Yeah, so
If you don't have time, Marco, probably you can send me the patch and I can add it to the main code. So
It's not a patch. It's a standalone program. Okay.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, maybe let's pause this for now, maybe.
Yeah. If you assign that to me, I will try to dump what I have inside the code base and then leave other.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm reading anyway about this because it's
Yeah, okay.
fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically for exposing the conditions for cluster, like we have done for the backup and wall archiving. So whenever the cluster is ready to serve, so we can give some like kubectl weight, so we can use this utility to weighting the cluster. So it will be used for troubleshooting, or we can say for testing perspective.
Okay. What's this? Okay. So you are doing some analysis here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
About this one is just to enrich the matrix we expose. This works on Postgres 14 and on. So I'm doing an analysis on how to integrate it in our code base. Then I will do a pull request, and that's all pretty much. It's straightforward.
Yeah, this should be fairly
it's straightforward.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Yeah, because we need. I mean, this is important for observability. Yeah, thanks, Herman. So, okay, this is basically this aligns with these items in the agenda. So I was thinking, I mean, we had this file. Okay. If possible, I would like to get the content. And so I was thinking of creating, sorry, I got lost. I thought, okay. Yeah. So we've got this page. This is the contribute. There's a README inside the contribute folder that is used for, for those that want to contribute to the source code. Okay. This only has some sections that I took from our kind of wiki, at ADB, and I moved them here. But this needs some love. Okay, this page. For example, this is very important. Okay, that's why we require, all the work to be signed off. Okay, but I was thinking of importing the section about how, for example, to spin up the test environment. I think it's important to enable everyone to do this. Okay. And then also have a section about how to, for example, how to write a patch from scratch. So all the steps that somebody that wants to join this community can do to contribute, with a pull request. And so I was hoping to do that. Another thing that I wanted to add, which I forgot, is run the latest build on main. So I would like to have a section in the docs that explain how to run the latest build. Okay, this is, for example, something that with Barman, even at second quadrant time we used to do. We used to consider, because of the continuous delivery mindset, the latest commit on main the most stable one. Okay, so ideally we should enable everyone to run the latest build of the project. So I was thinking of integrating this page somehow, with at least with these 3 items, so that we can have a better kind of first page for everyone that wants to join us in the development. Then, over time, I think we will have to add sections that explain how the code is organized, or maybe with the architecture, or, the components and so on. What do you think? Nobody? Is there anyone that wants to help me?
Yeah, I can try to help now.
Or do you think that we don't need this?
No, I think
Sorry,
it's,
I was getting the
No.
shot. Yeah, I'm totally agree with you, Gabriele. I can give you a hand and actually do the examples that I do all the time. To run just like the basic stuff, which is basically just the setup and one line that creates a cluster, load the cluster, and everything, blah blah blah. That's easy.
So we could create a branch and then start working together. Okay, on that maybe we can coordinate in the Slack channel. I think I would like to get these ready by KubeCon. Okay, so that when we're at KubeCon, we can tell everyone, do you wanna try the latest build? This is how you do it. You wanna, test locally, because I think it's important to provide instructions on how to test locally, to run all the tests locally with the patch that somebody has written. I think it's implicit. We can get there, but I don't think it's explained with that flow in mind.
Yeah, we can actually create something like make run locally or make run on clusters, and that should work for users, newcomers.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's continue offline, on these.
Okay.
The chat. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
This is in the backlog, so I think there's already a lot of stuff. I think I just reported this. Oh, shall I move this back to no status? I think I made a mistake when I imported this.
However, this is a good first, probably it's got a good first contribution. So if someone new arrived, this is a good ticket.
Okay. Aren't we working on this? Yeah, I think this is probably in development, right, Armando?
Yes, we are waiting for the end-to-end test.
Because this is still in the internal.
Yeah, this is still in the internal, because it's a feature branch with several requests on it. So we are waiting that all pull requests are closed to move it in the open source.
Okay, so this this is probably the last feature that we started at EDB before we open source. So okay, good. So I moved it to in development, Armando. Okay.
Well, I think it would be more correct to wait that we open, we are ready to move the work here before, otherwise it's not very clear. It's clear to us because we know it.
So I put it in ready.
Yeah, in ready.
Okay, good. Thanks. I think we went through the board. And we also went through these. I can talk.
It's missing my name in the attendee.
Yeah, you have to add your name.
Ah, okay, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to add you to the.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we did. So, and then you can, you can use your Gmail account. Okay.
Okay.
If you want. So, I mean, the website. I'm talking with. I mean, Simon is looking after. He's not in the meeting, but he is looking after the layout. And this is currently. This is the current layout, but we have worked on the documentation support page. Maybe I can quickly spin it up locally.
The support and then end user pages are not merged yet. So you worked on that a week ago.
No. This is, so I'll share this. So this is on my local machine. Okay. So this is how it looks now. And yeah. So for example, I added the link here to GitHub. There's Slack channel, which we'll talk about later, YouTube, and so on. Then support, we have this page. So everyone in the future can add their own company by, making a pull request. So there's a link to the website. Okay. So I know that they're working on the style sheets, and then there's also an end users page that at the moment lists Big Animal by EDB as the end user. The documentation, there's these, these draft, and with Simon we were thinking we should probably use mkdocs again, like we do now. So, just use the mkdocs build. But, maybe Simon, next time we can talk about the work he's doing. And then there's a blog section that at the moment we don't have. I mean, at the moment we don't have any blogs, but anyway, after everyone can start writing their own blogs that go here, okay, through pull request. So that's the status here. I don't know if you want to.
The layout is really beautiful. Are we going to add a mobile CSS?
Yeah, they are working on that. There's an issue.
Yes, please. We need it.
No, there's an issue on which I opened that issue, so there's an open issue.
Mobile devices.
This one. Okay. So yeah, there's somebody working on it from EDB at the moment. Okay, so then Slack. I don't know how to do. So if somebody wants to share their screen.
I did some research on this, and there's two ways. One of with the invitation stuff, and the other one is how we have it right now using domain. The only domain right now is enterprisetv.com, and three. And the other one is you can use add invitations to everyone. That's probably the one we should use right now.
But everyone needs an invitation then.
Yeah, that's the issue.
But you can put the invitation link in the documentation, so everyone can join using the invitation link.
Exactly. That's one of the options, and the other option is using the single sign-on. But I wasn't able to look into that because I'm not the owner of the workspace. So
no, but the single sign-on requires.
You have to pay.
Yeah, or you can probably use Gmail, but that is, I think it's not the right way to do. I think the best thing is the invitation link in the contributing documentation.
Get the link, exactly.
And everyone can join.
But the problem is I cannot get that because I'm on the Skype right now. So.
Okay, I can. Okay, let's work on that. If you can, somebody can create an issue and we will work on it. Okay. Okay, I think, is there anything else you want to talk about?
KubeCon.
Yeah, KubeCon.
KubeCon, see you there. And
it's in 2 weeks now, right?
Yes. What we need to have ready for
don't we have a meeting right in the Wednesday of the KubeCon?
Yeah, but maybe we should skip it. I think we should skip that meeting. So go.
Probably,
yeah.
But yeah, agree with Marco. What we need for the KubeCon, which is in 2 weeks now.
Well, okay, yeah. I think what would be great is if anyone can think about even a short demo, like a 5-10 minute demo of a feature that we like. That we want. I mean, if you want, you can record yourselves and we can add these to the YouTube channel, you know. The other thing that maybe we can do is find a way, a technology. I mean, we were using Askinema in the past to even demos, okay? I don't know if there's something that we want to do to
Well, Askinema is good if you're using kubectl or similar thing. Another kind of demo that we should probably do is something with dashboards and similar thing to demonstrate.
That's you know, I mean, you can record yourself with Zoom or with
something like that with the metrics that are gathered by Prometheus, making evident that the system already has what you need to observability using what we provide.
I would like to prepare a demo like I did for the KubeCon on 2019, joining Fluent Bit with PostgreSQL, but this time just publicly using the operator. It would be great.
Yeah, but even I mean, that's I think something we can do even for a webinar. You could propose a webinar for the DOK community on that. You know what I mean? This is something I think bigger. Here it's more about how to install the operator, how I don't know how to. I mean, even the failover, the switch over, CMP status. I mean, the basic stuff.
The plugin.
The CMP stuff. Yeah.
Probably we could also request for including in the queue index of the CMPG plugin now, because now we are open source, so we can make it easier to install the CMPG plugin.
Do you want to create a ticket for that?
Yeah.
Well, John was working on the crew stuff for the plugin, right, John?
It's hard to hear you. I was working on what for the plugin?
Crew, no. I don't think
Oh,
that.
yes. I was working on Crew a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the requirements was we needed to be open source. So
Yeah, but now we have.
Yeah.
That's the requirement.
So
yeah.
And John, you can resume your work on that.
Yeah.
Publish the plugin.
Okay.
Because
I think if we could, if you know, each of us can prepare, it doesn't need to be long. 5-10 minutes. Okay. So that it could even be done there, you know, live. Okay. I mean, those that work at EDB, we can use. There will be some virtual rooms as well for EDB and at KubeCon. So we could ask if we can use those lots. For example, Philippe doesn't work anymore. So, but if you know, it would be great if you could, you know, do that, you know. And then we can record them and put them in the YouTube channel, you know, just to create some resources, and then over time we can improve them. You know what I mean? But I don't know, just ideas. Otherwise, you can record yourselves and okay.
Maybe we can start a document to collect some ideas just to avoid overlapping the recordings.
Or we can use discussions.
Yeah, also.
We can start a discussion in GitHub. Yeah. Do you want to start that, Philippe?
Okay, I will.
Yeah, you can shout your ideas, you know. Maybe I would just say, I mean, our top 3 favorite demos, if each of us can, you know, propose them. Okay. Let me see. Okay. We didn't do the minutes today. Okay, good. Any other stuff? Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Ciao, ciao. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.